I listen to your show every single day.
Breakfast Club? God damn it, the Breakfast Club.
Put that ass up on the Breakfast Club.
Made it.
You can't say Breakfast Club without the Breakfast Club.
You're like this rare air.
You got platforms and partners all over the place because your demand is so high. People want to be in business with the Breakfast Club.
I don't think white people know how popular you guys are.
DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the God.
Yeah, you guys really are like the hip-hop early morning and late night talk show.
Y'all know what y'all talking about.
Good morning, USA.
Yo 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 yo.
Jess Hilarious.
Good morning.
Charlamagne the God is running a little late. And good morning.
Good morning.
How you feeling?
Good. I got here early today. You see, I had my makeup on today.
I see.
I look so good.
she said herself, I look so good. You don't have your sweats
do.
on today.
I ain't got on my sweats. I got on a whole suit, y'all.
You got a whole suit?
Envy be trying to play with me.
I don't be playing with you. I just said it's going to take about 4 weeks and you're going to be in your
and you was right,
comfortable.
But I'm still going to pop out, though.
You pop out.
You know what I'm saying? I'm still going to pop out. What you say?
Are you performing later?
Well, I know, right? Right here behind this desk.
And guess what day it is? Guess what day it is?
What day is it?
Hump day.
That's right. It's Wednesday. What up, Charla?
What's happening? How y'all feeling this morning?
Good.
You look tired, man.
You
You
okay?
was out last night?
No. What the hell would I be out for
I don't
on
know.
a
You look
Tuesday
tired.
night? I'm a 45-year-old grown-ass man born in
45-year-old man don't go out?
1978, married with kids. No, they shouldn't.
And you spent your whole evening at the damn playground with the kids.
I was at the playground.
That's what it looked like.
I was definitely at the
Looked like
playground
dying.
yesterday. I was at the playground. My daughter had cheerleading practice.
Dance, yep.
And then I was home watching the Michigan primaries.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you still look snatched in the face. What's up?
Okay.
Hi, even when you look tired, you
Okay.
giving. Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
It's given.
Well, how you feeling, Jess? How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. No morning sickness this morning.
She's lying.
Yes, my baby chilling today.
Baby
right.
chilling. No
the
problem.
baby is chilling.
Okay.
Give it till about 7:30.
No, 8:20.
8:20. Well, today on the show, Dr. Phil will be joining us.
Yeah,
wow.
Dr. Phil got a new book out called We've Got Issues.
Yeah, how you can stand for America's soul insanity. We've got issues. That's right, and it's out right now. My daughter was super excited when she heard Dr. Phil was on it. She was like, Dr. Phil is going to be on the show? I'm like, yeah. She was like, I watch all his stuff on YouTube. I'm like, no, he's on regular television. She was like, I don't know. I just watch it on YouTube all the time.
That is kids TV.
Yes.
That's the kids TV YouTube.
Yes, absolutely.
Wow, I know that's right.
Dr. Phil still come on TV?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I think so.
I don't think so.
I don't think so, yeah.
She was like, I like the meeting, but I think he was just telling me about my relationship, so I'd rather just listen on the radio. I was like,
This shit 22-year-old?
My 22-year-old, yeah.
Yes, I know that's right.
So she loves Dr. Phil. So, but Dr. Phil will be joining us this morning. A lot to discuss with Dr. Phil. And then when we come back, like Charlamagne said, the Michigan primaries were last night. Teslin Figueroa will be next on Front Page News. We'll break that down. So don't go anywhere. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some Front Page News. Good morning, Tess.
Good morning, DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the God.
Good morning.
Peace, Ted.
Let's jump right into it. Let's talk about the Michigan primaries last night.
Oh man, big deal last night. So Republicans and Democrats ran a primary last night, but the main story is, and we know we expected Trump to win. Nikki Haley was not successful in yesterday's primary, but she says she is staying in until Super Tuesday, which is March 5th, by the way. But Biden also won his primary. But the main thing that happened last night was the no commitment vote. So when you look at the fact that 100,000 people showed up yesterday to vote uncommitted against Joe Biden, that is a real problem on their hands for Democrats. Now, we talked a little bit about this on yesterday on what no commitment means. And so Representative Andy Levine, who is a part of that movement, said that this was historic, that this has never happened before. Now, the movement will continue to various states until there is a ceasefire. Again, they are supported by another organization, 501c4 PAC called Arab Americans for Progress, who's supporting this movement. And just to, before I toss it to you, so people can understand numbers, in 2016, Bernie Sanders beat Hillary Clinton by only 18,000 votes in Michigan. In the general election, Trump beat Hillary Clinton in Michigan by just a little bit of 10,000 votes. So it doesn't take a lot to lose a state. So when 100,000 people are showing up to say, no, we want to do something different, it's a real concern.
Yeah, I wonder what those uncommitted votes will mean in a general election, though, because it's hard for me to believe that those folks who voted uncommitted are going to sit out in November when it's just Biden versus Trump. I just don't see it.
It's not hard for me to believe. I mean, I worked on Michigan during 2016, and when I look at the different dynamics that are happening with the students who are upset about debt relief, when you look at the unions who are on strike multiple times, when you look at the Muslim community, it doesn't take much. It doesn't take 100,000 people to sit out. It could take 10,000 to shift this. It could take 5,000. And remember, they have to go back and earn the vote of these 100,000 and then some. So it requires work. It also is going to require more work on the Biden campaign to put more money and invest more in Michigan, which means it takes away from another state. So it's a real threat. Just because Rashida Tlaib says she's going to be on board with Biden in November doesn't mean she speaks for all of those 100,000 people.
Yeah, but they're sitting out because of what's happening in Israel and Gaza. Do they think Trump? Do they think Trump is going to be better?
No, they don't.
No, exactly.
They don't, and they've said that they don't care about that. What they care about is trying to get a result right now. So it's not an issue of a lesser evil with them. It is they gave Biden their vote in the last election. They're demanding something from him now. They want him to take action. They organized a PAC. They put money behind it, actually on the ground, and they're doing the work. And so this is why what you mentioned yesterday, Charlamagne, was important. You know, folks want to write think pieces about what you're saying and Killer Mike is saying. They need to be worried about these organizations that are literally putting money on the ground to say, hey, don't vote. So while people are ignoring that, this is what's happening. And just to mention some other states, Idaho, Montana, Colorado, Massachusetts, Ohio, it's about 15 other states that you can also vote no commitment in, and they'll be organizing there as well. So this will not just be 100,000 people if there's not a ceasefire.
Wow. Yeah, I definitely believe it's something the Biden administration should be concerned about, and they should definitely pay attention to those individuals' feelings. But once again, I don't see them sitting out in November if it's a threat of Donald Trump getting back in the White House.
All right. Well, that is front page news. They're saying Nikki Haley spent over $35 million on her campaign. That's a lot of money. How much more is she gonna spend?
I mean, she's raising a lot of money too. I don't think it's a problem with Nikki Haley staying in the race, simply because it's helping to raise her profile, and she's raising money, and people are going out there and voting for her. I don't know if they're voting for her or voting against Trump, but she is getting a good percentage of the vote.
Yeah, let me give you that number right quick. She did 295,000 people, 27%. Trump won by 756,000, 68%. Okay. So again, message campaigns, they do matter.
All right. Well, that is front page news. Now, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, phone lines are wide open again. 800-585-1051. Whatever's going on in your life, in your world, whatever you just need to discuss something, you need to get things off your chest, call us right now. Phone lines are wide open. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Get it up. This is your time to get it off your chest.
Keep calling.
800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
This is D.
Hey, D. Good morning.
Good morning. I need to talk to my fellow lesbian.
What's up, D? How you doing, D?
Yes. How you doing? Now, Charlotte, Big Brother Almighty, what did the luxury size community do to you?
The who community?
The luxury size community, a.k.a. the Big Bag.
The luxury size. Yeah, I like that, Steve.
Oh, I love that, too.
We was talking yesterday about what word should we use to describe people that are heavy set.
Instead of big bag.
I like luxury size.
Our size is a luxury because we choose food instead of drugs and bullying. But what we do to you?
Nothing. Listen, here's the thing. I didn't even know when Jess Hilarious was telling that story, I didn't even know the woman was a part of the big back community. I just said it sounded like big back behavior.
She is a luxury size sister, but here's the thing. Sociopaths do not discriminate when they choose a victim. I know more slim chicks that got played than us. They don't discriminate.
Okay.
And then on top of that, he was paying her bills.
He was paying her bills. Usually it's the other way around. Usually it's the big back paying the bills.
He was paying the bills.
Listen, is big back really offensive?
And I don't like luxury.
I love the luxury size.
I like luxury
We
size.
choose food.
But luxury just means expensive, don't it? Don't mean big.
Yeah, it's inflation right now. Food is expensive. It's a luxury right now.
Yeah, luxury means bigger. Usually.
Oh, yeah,
exactly.
in a sense. Yeah, luxury is big.
I like big. I think
come
big
on,
back
Uncle
is
Charlie, you're a mental health advocate. You can't put that narrative out there like we just all desperate. That's not the case.
Well, you're right, but I just said in that case it did sound like big back behavior, and I was right. So is it a stereotype if it's true? I didn't know she was big.
They just don't like the term big back, but luxury means extravagant living. It means opulence. Like your party this Saturday.
Opulence.
I like extravagant too. Extravagant size.
It's not extravagant. Just means.
Oh my God.
Oh, that sounds big though. Luxurious,
premium?
Extravagant, premium.
Yeah.
Premium size.
Premium.
Oh, that sounds good.
Just now you gonna call them 93 octane? Like
I'm just saying, premium back.
Premium back.
Extravagant back.
I love premium back.
Premium back is good.
Jesus Christ. Hello, who's this?
Carrie.
Hey, Carrie. Good
Hello,
morning.
Carrie.
I like to say Jess is doing a great job. I don't know what happened, but those comments got her working good, man. She's doing
She was always doing a good job.
Yeah, what comments?
No, I mean, she's doing good. She's doing good now.
Jess Hilarious is her. She's been her.
She's relaxed.
You just can't say Jess is doing a damn thing. You ain't got to go to she's doing her thing now. She's killing it.
And she's killing it. And now I want Tez in there with her. That'd be great.
Tez does front page news.
I appreciate you, Carrie. Thank you so much.
All right. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, phone lines are wide open. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
It's a new day.
This is your time to get it off your chest.
Wake up.
Whether you're mad or blessed.
It's time to get up and get something.
Call up now. 800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, this is Ty.
Hey, Ty. Good morning. Get it off your chest.
Good morning, Jess, Tez, Charlamagne, and B.
Good morning, baby.
I just want to get off my chest that I hate the fact that people try to guilt trip you into continuously helping them out even after you said no. It's like they'll ask you something and you'll say no, and they'll give you a sob story like, oh, well, because I got to go here and I got to be here at 11. And I'm like, I don't care. I said no. Like, I don't want to do it.
I understand.
But they keep doing it.
Ty, you know what I do when somebody calls and they be like, man, things are going hard, and you just say the same thing, but like, yeah, me too. Be like, be like, my engine just blew, the boiler in my house went out, the roof leaking. So now they'll feel guilty asking you when you just tell them all the things that you got to do.
I'll just simply say no.
Nah, no don't work sometimes.
I gotta tell everybody everything. You just be like, look, I feel you, man. We all going through it. I got bills.
And ain't nobody gonna believe nothing that you said about what's going on in your house.
Shut up.
But they don't though. They just keep going and keep going and keep going, and you'll be like, all right, I'm done. They'll be like, yeah, because I gotta get a kidney transplant tomorrow. Like, so.
Yeah, kidney transplant is crazy.
That's wild.
She said so.
Yeah, that's wild. Maybe a kidney transplant, you might want help. You might want help him on that one.
It's my day off. Get somebody else to do it.
I know that's right.
By the way, as high as medical bills are,
like,
what makes you think I can help you with a kidney transplant?
If somebody calls you and say they get a kid, you can help them a little bit. Give them a little. I don't know.
Give them what? One of yours?
Give them one of yours.
That's a big decision for them all.
Give them the Uber ride there to the hospital or something. Do something.
Kidney transplant costs $442,000. The average kidney transplant cost is $442,500.
What's the deductible? What's the medical deductible? I don't know. Jesus. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. We got Jess With The Mess coming up. What are we talking about?
Yes, we do. Actually, the tickets for the Black Effect Podcast Festival goes on sale today. So we got some good promo for that.
That's right. At noon.
Yes.
Do we got tickets to give away?
I don't know if we got tickets to go give away, but tickets, I'm sure, no, we will have tickets to give away, but tickets go on sale today at noon.
Okay.
Yes.
We'll get to that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
I am so happy this song not number one in the country no more. I like Jack Harlow.
It's not?
I just don't like hearing a white man talk about whips and chains regardless of any
one
context. No, Beyonce, Texas Hold'em number one now.
And what's crazy, even crazy, is that I love the beat. Oh gosh,
it's a fantastic record.
Yes, but the beat is crazy.
It just pisses you off when you sitting around and you just find yourself saying, "I don't want no whips and chains." You damn right you don't, black man.
In the back talking about, I'm vanilla, baby. I'll whip you, but I ain't no killer, baby.
God damn.
That's what he said. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Good morning. We are the Breakfast Club. DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the God, and let's get to Jess With The Mess.
Yeah. News is real. News is real. Jess Hilarious, Jessica Robin Moore. Jess don't do no lying.
Jess is gonna bring you numbers.
Jess With The Mess. I knew this real.
On The Breakfast Club.
I know they know the difference.
Okay, so yesterday, we obviously ruffled some feathers, and
What happened?
There was not what happened. You want to go down memory lane?
No, I don't.
Okay, all right,
I don't
then.
even want you to talk about what you're about to talk about. 'Cause I don't know what you're about to talk about, but I feel like I know what you're about to talk
a
about.
lot of people don't like when you talk about things that they don't want you to talk about, but you do it, don't you? So let's stop playing, all right? So T.S. Madison, she decided to address me on PHAGTAWK.
What?
Fact Talk. That's the name of the thing that she said there. That's the name of the show.
That is the name of the show.
Yeah, it's called Fact Talk. And that's what it is. And she sat up there with a sidekick of hers. And up there looked like Batman and Robin, just talking, running their mouth. Y'all can refer to her page if y'all would like to go hear what she said. I would dare not play that on this radio here. But all in all, she thought she ate that. Like she thought she ate with that one. But apparently she eating all the wrong people. That's why she's still hungry. Now she said she had a big back. That's what she said. That's what you wanted to run with.
They were
That's
upset
fine.
with the big back comments that Charlamagne made.
Upset about the big back comments.
Nobody's really upset about the big back comments.
No, but she was more so upset that I didn't like the fact that she insinuated like an attack.
That she was gonna.
Are we going to cave his face in?
Yes.
Let me know. Because if you or even I were to say that to her, it would be a crime.
That's
you
true.
know, on and offline, you know. Now, saying the shoe fits would be, if the shoe fits, wear it. That's the saying. But you took the shoe, you stuffed your fat ass foot in it, and your toes couldn't breathe. So, in other words, you reached, you know. And I know they say a hit dog will holler, but you ain't even a dog that we was calling. You're not.
So what do we do to smooth this over, Jess?
Excuse me? Please. She's a confused pig in a blanket. You are not the dog. You are a confused ass pig in a blanket. Now, I never misgendered you, but you decided to do that. She misgendered me. I never misgendered her.
But why is the gender thing even coming up? I thought this was about big backs.
Listen, that's what I thought it was about that too. But she started talking about my exes and all of that stuff. Now, what that got to do with your back? Like, what do they? She was talking about my ex, Chris, cheating on me with big back women. Yes, he did.
Can we all just meet at the gym?
Can you shut up
and relax?
Shoot.
I'm confused how the big back conversation got into all of this.
Yeah, because she used this situation to say things that she been wanted to say to me from the first time when she jumped out there online, and she was made to look like a fool. That she is. She was made to look like a fool, and that's it. And how dare you? How dare you say he hilarious and yeah, all this man stuff projecting, you know.
Who's hilarious?
No, he hilarious. That of Jess Hilarious.
She called me. She said, you got all this.
Slow this morning, bro.
You got all this. He ain't slow. He acting stupid. She like, you got all this big nigga energy. You would know that better than I would know that because you live it every day. So that's not what we're gonna do here. Okay?
No.
You live it every day. And that energy will never be ladylike. So don't play with me. I keep telling y'all don't have to keep my name out your mouth. But y'all will not play with me. Watch it. And Kaya would be so disappointed in you. You done took so many reading lessons and you still ain't even talking about you read. Write it over. Because that did not work.
Is that why you texted me yesterday and called me a butch queen?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie though. What did I reply back? Because it took me a little minute because I had to look up the definition.
Now don't ask. Now listen. Now listen, because we're gonna say full names. Full names. Transsexual Madison. Do not call nobody else to try to get me on the phone to hash things out after you see that this ain't going your way. Because this did not have to be up like this. Not have to end up like this. This is another horrible decision made. Okay. Don't call Jason Lee, because that's not my friend. Do not call Mona. Don't call me white girl. That's not my friend either. Don't call nobody who we mutually know to try to talk to me after this, because it's done. Stop calling me your sister. You are not my sister. You're not even my brother. Let's stop. Moving on.
So could I call you a butch queen?
I was kind of flattered when I read what the definition of.
What is a butch queen?
Y'all can do this on your own time.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So moving on.
Because the one I Googled ain't the one that's coming up now.
So we have the second annual Black Effect Podcast Festival.
Drop a bomb.
Yes, and the tickets will be dropping today, y'all. Hey. And I'm so excited about that because I will be there. And also another successful podcast.
A lot of them.
Bosses.
Horrible Decisions.
I'm sorry. Horrible Decisions. They
Jess,
will be. No, that's one of my favorite
Jess.
movies. Yeah.
I hate
Horrible
Jess, but I love
Decisions.
We don't have to do this, Jess.
They
Please,
will be there,
Jess.
but I am Uncle
Jess,
Charlotte.
could you stop?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
She jumped
Yeah,
already. Please, my dear little
one
sisters.
of my black
My
effect
dear little
cousins
sisters.
that I
Could you
don't
stop,
like
please?
She's froggy.
tried
She
me
jumped.
again.
She jumped.
So
My dear little sister,
she
could you please
bought-
stop? I love you so
So-
much.
We gotta jump with her.
Mandy
Oh, my
from
God.
Horrible Decisions decided that she was going to bring back up my trans
Oh,
controversy to introduce the fact that she was bringing a transgender woman on their show.
Jesus
now, what does this have to do with Horrible Decisions, which is spelled WHORE? I have no idea. But this is what she said on her podcast.
Oh, God.
Jess,
No.
you
no.
already know I'm gonna
This
see you in
other-
April.
other-
I do
other-
find
other-
her to be transphobic. She doesn't seem in support of, or understanding of, or in like of trans people. So
I'm surprised you
that's
said that because, like, when we talked about it before, you were saying like,
no.
Okay, so that's what she did. She brought that back up, and I think that's an episode from like February or so, right? Now, what
End of
I
January.
find end of January. Okay, what I find interesting is that Wheezy, her co-host, actually tried to stop her because no, that's not how you felt before. So I don't know why you would put that on my name. That is very dangerous to label somebody transphobic who is not transphobic, and then you read the definition like I don't know what it is. That's not me. I told you don't play with me. Didn't say don't keep you. I didn't say don't say my name. I just said watch your mouth. Don't. Now I don't like phony people. Now I responded to her and Jess With The Mess. Y'all can refer to my page to go back to that. You see how I did that. It's all over the blogs now. And she responded with this.
Jess, you already know I'm gonna see you in April. I would love for you to come on. I'm gonna send you my number so you can call me, but to address me and not to address the brand when I wasn't the person that brought you up, baby, I'm not even gonna hold you. I'm outside. Nigga, I'll let you know where I'm gonna be at tonight. I'm in New York. I literally invite people on. I don't hide. You can come and talk to me. But don't go on live and don't make
Jess, you're pregnant.
Yeah, you can't
Yes,
fight.
I
You
am.
can't fight.
Yes,
I don't need you in here worked up.
Yes, I am.
Okay,
I'm not
you can't
in
fight.
here worked
I
up.
don't need none of this energy.
I'm not in here worked up, and y'all gonna make it worse. Shut up.
Okay.
This is not what we doing.
Shut
now,
up, Butch Queen.
How the hell can you be out in the streets? Imagine how she looked out there. Remember when Kenneth Fetty was standing outside in New York waiting for Offset, and his homeboys was like, "We've been out here for mad long." Why? Like, why are you telling me you outside? Why are you out there? You're never gonna run into me at a bodega or the liquor store in New York.
Jesus.
I will never. And then it sounds like she's trying to say that she's trying to have the energy where she wants to fight. But why would I do that? I'm pregnant, and that's not what I'm doing.
How we
It's
go
not what
from
I'm
I
doing.
need to get y'all on the phone and talk
then
about this to this?
And so that's what I'm leading
should've
up
did this
to.
earlier, Butch
That's
Queen.
what
I
I'm
did, yeah.
And that's what I'm leading up to. This is what I'm leading up to. How dare you go live like that and then you call Uncle Charla to call me to have a conversation? It's too late for that. I don't want to have a conversation with nobody.
Oh, that was before she called me?
Yeah, listen, when you called me, I told you tell her I ain't answer the phone.
Let me tell you how crazy Jess is. I said,
I don't
Jess,
care.
Mandy, I said, Mandy and you need to get on the phone and have a conversation, right? And Jess told me she didn't want to talk. I said, okay, I'm going to call Mandy and let her know that. She said, no, you call her and you tell her I didn't answer the phone. I'm
Yeah.
like, we work
We do
together
a whole
every
show
day.
together. Because they didn't want to tell her the truth. Listen,
I wasn't going to tell them like, yo, Jess don't want to talk at this
no,
moment.
no,
and you was like, you better not say at this moment.
Yeah, you was going to tell her, she don't want to talk right now. I don't want to talk to anybody after they address me on the internet, after they try to slander me, after all of that. No, don't nobody want to talk after that. You can just be the person in the corner that I don't deal with. It ain't no beef. It ain't none of that. And what you mean? Did you forget I got to see you at... No,
did you
did
stop?
you forget?
Ain't nobody going to see each other.
Did
We
you
not doing all
forget?
that. Everybody
Did
cut
you
it out.
forget that I got to see you?
Everybody, can we all just get along?
So...
Too late, you Butch
so
Queen.
the moral of the story is...
Big backs matter.
She can
we all
be
need to get along.
the black effect cousin that I don't deal with.
Oh, my
That's
God.
it. That's it, baby.
Saturday, April 27th, the second annual Black Effect Podcast Festival.
People need to stay out them comments.
Tickets go on sale at noon. All right.
People need to stay out the comments because they wait for people to tell them how to feel.
This will all be smoothed over. That is true. But this will all be smoothed over.
Nope.
by then.
Nope, it's smooth now.
Oh, God.
It's smooth now.
It's smooth now.
Jesus Christ.
And that's the Jess With The Mess for the first hour. We got some other stuff in the next hour to
Can
get
it get
to.
any more messy?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Can I ask a question?
No, I don't want to hear from none of y'all for a second.
I just had a question.
Okay, go to commercial, Red. Go to
If
commercial.
y'all on the same
Red, go to
network,
commercial.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. What up, Tez?
What's going on, DJ Envy? Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the God.
Peace.
Hi, babe. How are you?
Good.
Well, let's jump right down to Fulton County.
All right, the former divorce attorney Terrence Bradley was back on the witness stand yesterday at a hearing that pertained to the romantic relationship between Nathan Wade and District Attorney Fani Willis. He said he couldn't remember when their relationship began, and that pretty much was all of the testimony. I want you to take a listen.
I do not have knowledge of it starting or when it started.
On the stand for the second time this month, Terrence Bradley deemed a potential star witness for Donald Trump and his co-defendants as Wade's former divorce attorney. Bradley confronted with text messages today he sent suggesting the relationship began before Willis hired Wade to lead the Trump case. But on the stand today,
I was speculating.
He tried to walk that back.
When did you first get knowledge of their relationship?
I've said over again that I didn't have any personal information where I could personally say when it started.
They're definitely going to remove Fani Willis from this case.
Yeah, the attorney was really frustrated. She even talked about how he kept looking for cues at the other attorney's table. Let's listen to that.
And Judge, I just want for the record, because sometimes the record doesn't reflect where people are looking, and that when I ask a question, Mr. Bradley is looking at Mr. Wade and his lawyer to wait for them to object, and they're clearly interacting somehow in the court. So I just want the record to reflect that, because it wouldn't otherwise.
Yeah, but I thought that's what you're supposed to do in court. I thought that if they ask you a question that you don't feel comfortable with, you look at your lawyer to see if it's okay to answer, right? That's what your lawyer's there for?
The thing is, no, he was supposed to be there for them. He was supposed to be their star witness.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, and I think the thing that's missing in this whole thing, and it shouldn't be because it's the headline, but the ex-part, like he once texted that they absolutely had started dating before he was hired. He said this already in text message. That's what he was being pressed about on the stand.
Right.
And texted to her. So again, he was supposed to be, hey, this is our star witness. This is what do they call the loaded gun. This is going to be the one that's going to come in and confirm the dates. And he got up there and totally flipped. So the attorney that you just heard talking was very frustrated. She kept saying, but didn't you text me and tell me this and tell me that? And so he just totally flipped. And here's the recap, or the remix, I would say, of him saying, I don't recall, that they put together online. Take a listen.
Fani Willis and Nathan Wade were in a romantic relationship, correct?
Correct.
It began at the time that they were both municipal court judges, correct?
I do not have knowledge of it starting or when it started. I don't recall any specific dates.
It's a simple question, Mr. Bradley. You're a lawyer. Did you lie to Miss Merchant when you told her facts about Mr. Wade and Miss Willis's relationship?
Not that I recall.
You never said to her that I don't remember or that I'm speculating, correct?
I don't recall. I don't recall if I ever said I don't remember. I don't recall. I don't recall. I can't recall whether or not I'm telling you, I did not recall any specific date that he flat out said anything about a relationship with Miss Willis.
You know you done effed up, right?
I don't recall.
So I don't recall us coming to Tubi next year. This was that. You got to watch how he was squinting his eyes and was really trying to recall, and he couldn't recall. So yeah, in simple terms, those lawyers were pissed because again, he was supposed to be helping them out, and that was not what happened yesterday. He didn't recall anything at all.
Yeah, it's sad, right? Because when you take these kind of shots at a big fish like Trump, you just got to make sure you clean. Sadly, Fani is black and she's a woman. She don't have the complexion for the protection. She can't get away with what Trump can get away with. We live in a world where someone with 91 criminal charges can run for president, but Fani can't be on this case because, she was in a relationship with Nathan Wade. Like, they are definitely going to remove Fani Willis from this case. And I wonder why she just didn't step down a while ago. It's not like the case wouldn't have still went on.
Right.
All right, and then lastly,
why go through all of this?
The main problem is if they keep her on the case, remember this still has to go in front of a jury. So the jury's going to have to decide. A Georgia jury, it also make sure you keep that in mind, has to decide. Was there anything that influenced this case? So a lot of folks say just remove yourself, take the ego out of it, and just remove yourself so that the case can still go on without you being a topic, in the conversation, basically.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, let's jump to Wendy's right fast.
Yeah, I thought about this because I know you guys had a conversation on who had the best fries, Wendy's, but this falls in inflation. So we can see how inflation affects us in real time. Now, if $18 wasn't enough to pay for a Big Mac and $7 wasn't enough to pay for a McMuffin, Wendy said they're going to need some of that too. Let's take a listen.
The latest Baconator isn't the only new item hitting Wendy's menu. The fast food giant planning to test out dynamic pricing as early as 2025. It's a practice that charges different prices for the same items based on demand throughout the day. For example, a cheeseburger and fries could cost you more during the lunch rush than during a down period.
I would never expected a fast food restaurant to do that.
On a call with investors, Wendy's CEO Kirk Tanner says his company will invest $20 million on digital menu boards, allowing customers to see the updated prices.
Beginning as early as 2025, we will begin testing more enhanced features like dynamic pricing and day-part offerings, along with AI-enabled menu changes and suggestive selling.
That's so crazy. Fast food restaurants would make more money if they had like a menu that was actually a value menu. Like if they acknowledge that inflation is super high and they know it costs, to buy things everywhere else. If they had an actual value menu that saved people money instead of costing them money, they'd make a lot more money, I would think.
It seems stupid they want to do surge pricing because I think most people buy fast food when they're actually in rush hour, right? So they're trying to make more money during that time, but people buy it because it's cheaper and they say, I'm stuck in traffic. But now people are going to be like, you know what? I'm just going to wait the extra 20 minutes and make sure I get home because this is too much money. That's
exactly it. And let me give you the number to support that. 37% of consumers said they will absolutely order less, that they will not be, going along with this. Remember, they're trying to take Uber's lead. Oh, let's just do surge pricing. But actually, some people might want to call this predatory. We talk about predatory lending. This is predatory. Like if somebody's on their way home and they got kids and they're trying to get something started and now you're charging them 3-4 times as much. No.
That's crazy.
So I thought it was good.
They better off doing surge pricing later in the night, like on weekends when people be high. Like after 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, when folks be high and they got the munchies, they'll pay about anything. They ain't gonna leave the house.
I need y'all to explain this to my son because he don't care when he ordered Chick-fil-A and all that stuff. He don't care that one meal is $30.
Damn.
I'll be like, Ash, you're broke. Why are you doing this?
But you're not, mama.
Right. Jesus.
That's exactly it. This is a real thing, though, guys. Like how it's going to affect, like you said, Jess, your son eats Wendy's. We had Wendy's yesterday. I love Parmesan salad, by the way. But who wants to pay, $10-20 for something that was normally $6 or $7? That's right. Real thing, guys. And other fast food companies may take on to this and do it as well.
There is going to be a positive effect, though.
What?
It's going to help to unbig a lot of backs for the spring and the summer. Okay? Nobody got time to be spending extra money on fast food. Baconator is just giving you a whole lot of extravagant back, and you don't need that this spring and summer.
They said luxury.
Okay? Luxury, extravagant, premium
backs.
Whatever you want to call it. This is going to help to unbig those backs for the spring and the summer.
All right. Well, that is front page news.
Doubling down on the big back brigade.
That's right. And make sure you follow at Teslin Figaro on all social media platforms and subscribe to at Teslin Figaro's podcast, the Straight Shot No Chaser podcast on the Black Effect iHeartRadio Podcast Network.
You will throw that V in that word no matter what. Subscribe. Oh, my God.
My goodness. All right. When we come back, Dr. Phil will be joining us. We're going to kick it to Dr. Phil next. We'll kick it with Dr. Phil next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
The legend.
Dr. Phil. Welcome.
Good morning. How is everybody?
How you feeling?
Blessed, black, and highly favored. How are you?
I'm doing good.
You got a new book out, We've Got Issues, How You Can Stand Strong for America's Soul and Sanity. I was watching Fox News one night and I saw you go down to the border.
I did. Yeah. I went down to the border. That's a really unusual situation down there. Mm-hmm. I've heard so much about it, but I want to go see it for myself. Mm-hmm. It's not what you think when you go down there. First off, they tell everybody that there's this big tension between Texas and the national folks. That's not true at all. I mean, they're having lunch together, they're working together, and their number one priority is keeping everybody safe. Mm-hmm. Coming across that river is deep, and the current is really strong, and they're worried to death people are going to drown, and some do out there. So they're just like they're just people with a job. They're just down there trying to do their job.
So what's the biggest issue you think? Like, what's the problem with the actual border?
I think the biggest problem is we don't know who's coming in.
Gotcha.
And I got to be real clear. I am very pro-immigration. We need people in America. This country wouldn't exist without immigrants, and we need immigrants. Our birth rate right now is 1.6. We need 2.1 just to sustain our current infrastructure. We need people in America, or we can't pay for everything. We need that for jobs and creativity and just the numbers to support the system. We need immigrants, but we do need to know who's coming in because I think in just the last month they picked up 17 that are currently on the terrorist watch list.
Yikes.
And these are not all Mexican citizens that are coming. They're coming in from Syria, Libya, China. How are they winding up at the southern border? And even all of those aren't bad. We between 2010 and 2020, they had maybe a couple of hundred, several hundred Chinese come across the border in that time, 1,100, 1,200. In the first 11 months of 2023, it was 33,000. Why? You really wonder why. And are these people trying to escape the Chinese government and all of the problems they have being under a communist regime? Or are they Chinese operatives that are trying to get into this country to create problems? I think it's some of both.
Yeah.
But how are they getting out of China? You just don't wake up in China and say, think I'll take a flyer, think I'll take a trip and leave like you do in America. That's not how it works in China. It's a big deal to get out of China. And if you've got family there, you got a real problem if you just up and leave. So big questions about people coming across the border, who they are and who they aren't. And the border guards down there aren't trying to close the border. They're trying to control the border. And that was a big revelation to me.
Now, I seen you, when you were down the border, you were saying that, their fear was that there were a lot of drug smugglers coming in and there was a lot of sex trafficking and sex workers coming in. And that was one of the biggest fears.
I'm seldom without words. And I asked Brandon Judd, who's the head of the union for, nationally for the border guards. He was a former border guard. He's now head of the union. I asked him straight up, these children that are coming in, they have addresses written on their arms, phone numbers written on their arms. And I say, so we're contacting those people, right? And saying, the child's coming in with this number. Do you know this child? He said, yes, we do. Are you prepared to take this child? Yes, we are. I said, what are we doing to check these people out? I said, is it possible that we are using our resources and tax dollars to traffic young children into prostitution, the sex trade, selling these children, or putting them into sweat shops or whatever? And he said, it's not possible. We are.
Wow.
We are. And I said, whoa. There's a camera right here over my shoulder, right? You're telling me we're spending United States citizens' tax dollars to traffic young children into known sex trade or sweatshops? He said, absolutely. I said, why are you not talking about this? Why are people not talking about this? What
the hell?
And he said, because people aren't asking me these direct questions like you're asking, and I'm grateful for it.
Is that legal, though?
What?
Is that legal to be able to do that?
No, of course not. But they're saying we're overwhelmed down here. We're sending them on, and I said, this is outrageous. That take the money out of it, that we're funding it. Just the fact that we're trafficking these young children, and it doesn't make a difference to me whether they're Mexican origin, Syrian, whatever. they're showing up unaccompanied and we're trafficking them on. That's heartbreaking to me.
Absolutely.
That we're doing that. And
but that's why I ask, is it legal? Because shouldn't charges be brought up on those people who are at the border who are allowing those children to get put into sex trafficking?
Yeah, you'd think so.
Yeah.
And he said a lot of these children are getting recycled. You'll see children come through and they'll be with a group to make it look like a family. And we'll see that same child cycle back through here a couple of weeks later. It's the same kid.
What a different family.
They get through and then they send them back around and put them with another group, and they come back 2 or 3 children, come back again.
All right, we got more with Dr. Phil when we come back. Don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We're still kicking it with Dr. Phil. Well, let me ask you, what you know, of course, from your show for years, you've been fixing people's relationships, fixing people's lives. What makes you want to fix America?
That's a great question. I've spent 21 years at CBS doing the show, and what made up the composition of the show is what we would get most of the time. Now, sometimes we do news stories or whatever, but most of the time, probably 85-90% of the time, would be based on the letters we would get, emails that we would get from people writing in. And that determined the content of the show. I didn't want to guess at what people wanted to hear. We looked at what our mail made up, and so we'd choose what was the most common sort of thing we were getting asked.
Right.
And that's changed across time. Think about this. I'm a little older than you guys. When I started Dr. Phil in 2002, the first text message had never been sent.
Wow.
Think about how much has changed. The first text had never been, people weren't doing emails. And then about 08, 09, it was like big C-130s flew over the country and dropped smartphones on everybody. And that changed the world forevermore. And it was the biggest change in our lives since the Industrial Revolution took place way before our generations. But the Industrial Revolution changed everything, right? Until that time, we were an agricultural world. 95% of the people worked on farms. With the Industrial Revolution, that started changing. Pretty soon it got down to 25. Now it's 1%, our agriculture. Everybody else is mechanized, working in tech and all that sort of stuff. That changed the world. I think smartphones and technology is the biggest change since the Industrial Revolution. And why? Think about it. You're walking around with an iPad or a phone in your hand that has more computing power than we had when we put the man on the moon. In your hand. I mean, think about that. The memory, the speed, the computing power, the number of operations you can do per second.
You think it's been for better or worse?
I think it's better. I mean, but the unintended consequences of it, at that same time, just think about it. Everybody was going through life this way, you know, head up, looking around. And in 08 or 09, all of a sudden, everybody's head went down, looking at this screen. Walk around now and look out on the streets of New York. Everybody's head's like this.
I hate it.
You know how many times people check their phones every day?
Too much.
352 times a day on average. That includes old people, not just kids. On average, 352 times a day. Now, you figure you sleep 8 hours. So that's 16. During 16 hours, they check their phone 352 times during those waking hours. And at the same time that those cell phones came out, we saw the biggest spikes in depression, anxiety, and loneliness with young people since records started getting kept.
That's right.
And why? Because they stopped living their lives and started watching people live their lives. And they started comparing their life to the life they were watching being lived on that phone. And the problem was the life they were watching was a fiction.
Yeah, they spend so much time watching everybody's highlight reel. And comparing their real life to a highlight reel.
And that highlight reel is fake most of the time.
Right.
I've had these influencers on the show, and they say, I post this reel up, and I'm putting on these great clothes and all that. Say, So excited going to the NBA All-Star game tonight. Got seats on the floor and all this stuff. So as soon as that video's over, I carefully take those clothes off because they have to go back. I don't own them. I have to return them. I couldn't afford to buy those clothes. And then I put my sweats on and put my happy ass on the couch. I don't have tickets to the NBA All-Star game.
Wow.
I'm just doing that, to get followers. They're just like everybody else. But all these other people are watching this and saying, God, what a loser am I? I'm not going to any game. I don't have clothes like that. And so by comparison, their self-esteem and their self-worth goes down. And they say it's terrible.
I think smartphones have ruined the sanity of America. And I don't think that, I think in the long run, we're going to realize it wasn't what we thought. It wasn't as good as we thought it was.
Yeah, I think the downsides are huge.
And I don't even think it's the phones. It's social media more so than anything.
Yeah, it's definitely social media. People don't know. But to answer your question, why am I focused on America?
That's right.
The question started changing. People started saying, my kids, when I turned 16, when I was 355 days, 23 hours, and 59 minutes old, I was standing at the DMV to get my driver's license, right? I wanted that license because it's freedom, right? You can get out and go. And they don't even get their driver's license when they turn 16 anymore.
No, they don't.
They don't care.
Yeah.
They date later. They start having sex later. They engage with the world later. On average, they have less than one good friend because they live for followers and clicks and all that. So they're not developing emotionally, and they're depressed, anxious, and lonely. So the downside is really bad. So the questions started changing. I had to start dealing with cyberbullying, cyber predators. Pretending to be a 14-year-old guy, getting a 14-year-old girl to come out her bedroom window and meet them at midnight, and they got there and there's a 45-year-old pedophile that abducted them and took off. All of the questions started changing, and they've continued to change now where kids are concerned about, parents are concerned, what are their kids getting exposed to at school? Are they getting groomed on the internet? They think they're back there playing a video game. They don't realize those video games are internet capable. Yeah. And so they're in chat rooms while they're playing the game, things like that. And then all of these issues that are now pounding on families, because I think families in America are under attack. And I think the family unit is the backbone of America. And if that's under attack, then America gets weakened. And somebody's got to stand up and call this stuff out. And those are the questions I'm getting. And I didn't want to write another book. You've written books and talked about it. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, I got another one coming out soon.
Yeah. And how much work is it?
This one took me 5-6 years.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
And that's time away from family. You got to go get in a room by yourself. You got to sit down and write this stuff out. This is the longest book I've written. It's 100,000 words. And you probably write 300,000 or 400,000 to get those 100,000. It is a lot of work, a lot of solitude, but I felt like I had to write this book. Somebody's got to call this stuff out.
All right, we got more with Dr. Phil when we come back. Don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We're still kicking it with Dr. Phil. He's here. Charlamagne.
Why do people act like what's happening currently in America is normal? Like, why are we acting like this? All of this stuff is normal. It's like this, especially in politics. Like, you got a guy who's got 91 criminal charges, 4 indictments, 2 impeachments, led an attempted coup in this country. Like, why are we acting like this is just business as usual?
I think part of it is, I've got a study that I talk about in the book that goes back to 1950 and compares it to now. The percentage of people that are afraid to express their opinion has tripled in the last 75 years. People are afraid to speak up.
That's your principle number 6, right?
Yeah.
Do not stay silent just so others can remain comfortable.
Yeah. Because now people say, if I say something, it's going to piss somebody off and they're going to come after me. Now, I don't talk politics for a different reason. I don't know enough about it to talk about it. I don't think a lot of people that talk about it know enough about it to talk about it. I'm just willing to admit it.
But you got common sense, though. You know right from wrong.
I do.
Yeah.
And
we may not know policies and legislations and all that, but we can look with our eyeballs and see when something isn't right.
You know, that's what I said when Hamas attacked Israel. I don't know geopolitics. I don't know all of that, and I don't know the several thousand-year history of that part of the world. But I know when an infant is murdered in their crib, that's wrong. I don't need to be a politician to know that's wrong. And when I was listening to all that, and I was going to speak on it, I talked to the Israeli consulate and said, I am going to speak on this because I think it's terrible. I was hearing things on college campuses that were so close to what the Hitler Youth rallies were saying that I thought I'd never hear that in my lifetime. But I said, I got to see this with my own eyes. I can't go just on hearsay. And so the IDF, the Israeli consulate, and the Israeli Defense Force came to my house under guard with classified footage and showed me what had gone on in that invasion with footage that's still not been released. And I knew then that what I was hearing was true and accurate.
But then you got Gaza, where it's 30,000 dead in Gaza. They say mostly those people are women and children.
Innocent.
So it's just like it's the same. You know?
No, it's not the same.
You don't think it's the same?
And hell no, it's not the same. Someone that is killed in an act of war, dropping a bomb and there's collateral damage, is not the same as invaders coming in and attacking non-combatants and killing children in their beds. That there's no moral equivalent to that.
But you don't think that we should at least try to protect the innocent?
Absolutely, we should.
Like
But you can't invade and then go back and hide in a school and say,
I agree with
okay,
that.
here I am. So you can't attack me now because I'm hiding in a school. No, you can't hide in a school and be safe. And if you did, first off, that's a war crime to do that, and you can't do that. Is it terrible that all of these people are being killed, Palestinians in the Gaza Strip? That's horrible. And I think every effort needs to be made to minimize that, to hold that down, and anything that can be done to make surgical assaults.
Yes.
And get into those tunnels and do everything you can to not harm civilians, certainly children or whatever. You should be held to the highest possible standard in that regard.
Because if we saw that in America, if somebody went into a school, a mass shooter, and the people showed up at the school and they said, hey, we got to blow up the whole school in order to get the mass shooter, we would not go for that, Dr. Phil.
Of course not. Of course not. That would be horrible and unacceptable. You can't do that. But you can't let these people come and do what they did and then run back and hide among innocent people. And everybody says, we need a ceasefire. We had a ceasefire on October 6th. We had a ceasefire. Then on October 7th, they did this. So what are you supposed to do? You have to try to root these people out, and there's not an easy way to do that. And I hope and pray the Palestinians will run Hamas out of there, because I don't think it's about Palestine. I think it's about Iran. And what bothers me as much as anything is that we've got American students that are cheering on these murderers. I mean, instantly, I saw a sign, gays for Palestine.
Well, gays would get killed in Palestine.
Walk that into the Gaza Strip and see how far you get. I mean, are they not teaching them critical thinking?
No. That goes back to what we were talking about with social media. I truly feel like a lot of folks go on social media and they go on there to see how they should feel about something. Like how you can sit here and say, I don't know about this issue, or I can say, I don't know about the issue. They won't do that. They'll go on social media and see what the mass majority of people on social media are thinking about something, and they start parroting those talking points. And that's not just with that situation. That's just with a lot of situations.
Well, I saw a stat the other day, a scary number. I mean, I'm talking way over 50% of young people get 100% of their news from TikTok.
Jesus Christ.
That's horrible.
I put a clip up of my trip to the border. It was maybe 20 seconds, 30 seconds. I posted it up on Facebook and Instagram. And it was a part of me talking to him about trafficking these children. And it was up about 50 minutes and going viral super fast. I mean, like tens of thousands of views in a matter of just a few minutes. It was just going just straight vertical. And then, bang, it just stopped. It got shut down. They just, the algorithm, they just shut it down, and you couldn't see it.
That happens to a lot of our content, too. Mm-hmm. Especially anytime you're talking politics, anything like that. Like YouTube's been suppressing us for some years now.
Yeah, it was shut down on YouTube, and it was shut down on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. How do you feel about that?
I feel like what you said in Chapter 7, we're doing our enemies' work for them. Because, you're stifling freedom of speech, and you're, not letting people see the truth for themselves, and you're just letting them run with this false information that may be out there on social media about a lot of these things that we're talking about.
We're muzzling each other. That's right. What the hell is up with that?
That's right.
We're muzzling each other. You asked the question that I should have been asking a long time ago, so I'll probably steal that and take credit when you're not around. Why are we acting like this is normal?
Yeah.
They're shutting down y'all's content. They're shutting down my content. And they shut it down because it was border and children, and people were getting upset about it. Oh, no, we can't have this.
And it's not even just social media, too. It's the news networks, right? Because Fox News, like, say if I'm having a conversation and I'm critical of Donald Trump and I'm saying he's a threat to democracy, but I'm also saying, hey, Joe Biden is an uninspiring candidate, right? Fox News will take the uninspiring candidate clip, amplify that all on their platform all day long, and then the people on the left, instead of focusing on what I said about Trump and him being a threat to democracy, they'll focus on the clip that Fox News pushed out there. So I'm like, who are y'all working for?
Yeah.
Fox News knows how to push their narrative. Yeah. I feel like CNN and MSNBC don't really know how to push theirs.
Yeah. The reason is they don't know how to identify an enemy and target that and go at it in a targeted fashion. You got to identify an enemy, identify the cause, and then set forth an agenda. And that's what mainstream America doesn't do very well.
And the left does it, but they do it to their own.
Yes, they do.
The right stays focused on the left and taking them out. The left end up taking out each other.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're doing it to ourselves.
Oh, my God, man.
We've got issues. The new book is out right now.
Christ.
How you can stand strong for America's soul and sanity. Dr. Phil, we appreciate you for joining us. Thank you so much.
You don't come up here enough, Dr. Phil, because I wanted to talk to you about why do you feel the medical industry is pushing transgender ideology on children, but I guess maybe we'll save that for another time.
We'll do it another time because I do want to talk about it. Thank you guys for having me.
Come up more often, man.
Absolutely.
All right, I will. Love you guys.
Yes, sir.
It's Dr. Phil. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Shout out to Dr. Phil for joining us. And let's get to Jess with the Mess.
News is real. Jess Hilarious, Jess Jess don't do no lying.
Jess is gonna bring you numbers.
Jess with the Mess. I knew this was real.
On the Breakfast Club.
I know they know the difference. Keep it a stop.
Excuse me?
Why y'all staring at each other like that?
What are you looking at?
I'm just looking at you to make sure you don't go rogue. Okay?
What?
I'm just looking. I'm just observing.
I'm gonna be all right. This is my job. Y'all shouldn't have gave it to me. Listen, the judge in Wendy Williams' guardianship case is being investigated. So the Neighborhood Talk exclusively reported that the judge in Wendy Williams' guardianship case was once investigated for granting guardianship appointments to people who donated money to her Supreme Court election campaign. This is juicy and it's crazy. All right, so Wendy's son was taking care of her in 2022, but Wells Fargo petitioned to have Wendy placed under temporary financial guardianship to protect her funds and all that. So that's when they threatened to take his mother away from him, right? The judge overseeing the case appointed a professional guardian after they took his mother from him. Her name was Sabrina Morrissey. She also reportedly, oh yeah, I already said she threatened. Okay, the judge's name, y'all listen up because this is who we need to be paying attention. Lisa Sokoloff. She was apparently investigated by ABC7 New York News after a paper trail was revealed that she granted guardianships to people who donated, to her election campaign. From 2019 to 2022, she received $5,700. Approximately $5,720 in campaign donations from 20 guardianship lawyers, law firms, or people who deal in guardianship cases. She awarded those same people appointments, 62 appointments in 2022. There is no evidence to confirm that Wendy's guardian donated to Lisa's campaign, but this all seems interesting considering the time and how many questions surrounds Wendy's guardianship.
You know what's going to be so interesting about this Wendy Williams documentary? Whoever decided to exploit her to get a quick dollar, will end up exposing themselves.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Because clearly there's some BS going on.
Yeah.
Clearly there's some foul stuff going on. Clearly there's some dirt going on. All you did was put a flare in the air to say, hey, come over here, come get us.
Yep.
But I do have a question. So when it comes to the guardianship and they control the money and control a lot of the things in Wendy's life, how does the guardian get paid? Does the guardian get paid from Wendy Williams? Does the estate have to pay the guardian?
I'll do that investigation. I'll let you know tomorrow.
Thank you.
But Fat Joe speaks on having the Trump sneakers. Look what you done started, Charlamagne.
How did I start
up here on this radio? And, getting your brothers. Promoting this shoe.
I told y'all. If
influencing your brothers.
I'm not a sneakerhead, but being a sneakerhead is an addiction. Sneakerheads like two things. They like sneakers that look very fly or sneakers that got high resale value.
Exclusive sneakers. Rare. Very rare.
So basically, that's what I said. Yes. And you started that. And you put the idea in people's heads. So speaking of...
I just know niggas.
During a recent Instagram live video, Fat Joe defended having a pair of Donald Trump sneakers.
Now, me as a sneaker collector, I had to get my hand on the Trumps. I have thousands and thousands pair of sneakers. When everybody flipped on Kanye, I went and bought the two most exclusive Kanyes ever. Once again, I'm not a Trumper. I dislike Trump. I'm not voting for him. Not now, not never. But I'm a sneaker collector into the art. No, I didn't pay for these sneakers. They knew I had to have them because I'm the biggest in the game.
So the thing is, why did we need to know that then? And I seen somebody in his comments that said, okay, what do you mean you're not supporting him? All right, you can say you don't like him, but you just had to have him. One, we didn't need to know that you put it out there. You put it out there that you had them.
That's true.
And then somebody said, if George Zimmerman came out with a shoe, you gonna buy it? Because you have to collect it? Because you're such a sneakerhead and you have to have the shoe?
That's kind of a false equivalency, though.
Okay, well, let's say if Diddy come out with a shoe, you gonna get it? How about that one? Because that was mine.
Did he? That's a false equivalency too.
But they're all sneakers, right?
But they're all sneakers, and you're a sneaker collector.
Well, he did say he bought the Yeezys when Yeezy was in the midst of his controvery.
He said he didn't buy the Trump. They said they sent it to him.
But he didn't say he didn't like Yeezy and that he didn't support Yeezy.
Yeah,
he's saying he don't like Trump. He's not voting for him. He's not in support of.
Fat Joe probably did not have to broadcast that, right? Because you're giving the Trump campaign a free commercial by doing that, and like these conservative sites are gonna take that clip and chop it up and remix it and make it look like something else.
And now you're having to explain yourself.
But he did get a pair of free sneakers, right? That retail for $399, but online last week they was going for like $2,500 resale value.
And at $4,000 now.
$4,000 now?
Yeah,
come on, man.
But let me ask you a question. Even when it comes to art, if you buy somebody's art and you don't know their background of the art, and you buy that, but their background could be horrible.
You're saying they $4,000, but a man purchased a pair for $9,000. One pair is listed on eBay for $30,000. Another pair is listed for $450,000.
To think that people are getting these sneakers because they're Trump supporters is crazy. You don't understand the sneaker culture. I'm not a sneakerhead, but I understand the sneaker culture. These people care about sneakers that look good and sneakers that have high resale value.
Rare.
You can't
rare as well.
If you get a pair of free sneakers that go for $399, but they're selling for $4,000, $9,000, that is huge in the sneaker world.
Yeah.
It's a flip.
Yep. So before we end this, Gabby Sidibe announces she's expecting Gabby Sidibe.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not.
Let it go.
That is. Well, it's
Gabby Sidibe.
Who am I to correct you?
No, I ain't think her Gabby is that's her nickname. So I don't know how to pronounce her full first name. So Boy, it's Sidibe.
It's Sidibe.
All right, well, Sidibe. She having 2 babies by her husband. She's expecting twins. So that's clap it up by her husband, y'all.
Congratulations.
Yes, and that's Jess with the Mess for the second hour.
All right. Thank you, Jess. That's Charlamagne.
Yes.
Who you giving a donkey to?
4 after the hour, man. Let's talk about the divine feminine and the sacred masculine, why don't we? And let's talk player haters. Okay?
What? The divine
feminine, sacred masculine, and player haters. We're going to bring all of that together. You'll see.
You better not be giving me donkey
and Tyler Perry. Why would I ever?
I don't know. You gave it to Monique. Don't try to give it to me.
Cut it out.
We'll get to that next. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake up. You're locked into the Breakfast Club.
Some donkey today's just saw themselves.
I've been watching Charlamagne. I was ready for it.
I never heard of donkey the other day. What is it?
I'm a donkey.
Say it again, Charlamagne.
I'm a donkey.
Yes. You are a donkey.
I'll show you how to act a donkey.
Everything that Charlamagne is saying is true.
Yes, donkey of the day for Wednesday. What's today's date? February 28th. Goes to a vocalist named Diego from a band called La Rona. According to the New York Post, they are a small-time hardcore band who is having a moment of viral fame because Diego is one of the biggest player haters the world has ever seen. Okay, listen to me. He would have won first place at the Player Haters Ball easily with this one. All right, Silky Johnson, Buck Nasty, they don't got nothing on him. Diego tried to force a transition on one of his bandmates. Not a transition from drums to guitar or background vocalist to lead vocalist. No, I'm talking gender. Yes, he tried to force a gender transition on his bandmate because he was trying to steal his bandmate's fiance. I'm not making any of this up. Okay, I've heard stories of men who like their homies' girls, and they've told the girl things their homie did in hopes of breaking them up. But trying to transition someone's whole gender in order to get with their woman is insanity. This guy was giving his bandmate pre-workout drinks laced with estrogen in order to force the transition. Y'all don't believe me, huh? Well, maybe you'll believe Kennedy. Listen to Kennedy. She's white.
So there's a hardcore band, I believe they are out of Nashville, called La Rona. The singer, Diego, fell in love. The bandmate's name is Six. So Diego fell in love with Six's wife.
Bam.
He and Six were doing some workouts, and Diego was apparently working in the gym and had access to, somehow, hormones. So he figured if he could get his bandmate to transition and be super womanly, then he himself at the same time would make himself more manly. So he started juicing his bandmate's smoothies with estrogen. So he got hammered one night and he's like, your boobs and everything and like your new periods and stuff, that's because I've been putting estrogen in your protein smoothies. Jesus. So Six saved a couple cups of the special sauce and is going to give them to the authorities.
That audio was from a Kennedy Save the World podcast. Look, do you know neighboring tribes from prehistoric times were prepared to brutally kill their male rivals to secure their women? That's what this is. This is caveman behavior, okay? Diego thinks he can have a drunken brawl in a pub to win a woman's love. There have been archaeological findings that suggest violence took place over mates as early as prehistoric times, okay? Diego clearly is the descendants of those tribes. Diego thinks he's Quincy, and he thinks his bandmate is Monica from Love and Basketball, except he wants to play for a heart that don't even belong to neither one of them, okay? The whole concept of stealing someone's woman, I don't understand. I don't understand people who have that mindset, okay? If I take, this person out, then what they have will be mine. Who says she wants you? If she wanted you, she would leave her fiance to be with you. Happens all the time. Now, this could just be a publicity stunt to shine light on this band's name. If that's the case, that deserves the biggest hee-haw too. But the reason he's getting the biggest hee-haw is because I need to know Diego's age. Because he's either very older or he's just not paying attention to the world around him. Because Diego, giving a man estrogen shots to make him more feminine is hustling backwards if what you are trying to accomplish is taking his girl. Do you not realize in 2024, women want men to be perfect balances of the sacred masculine and the divine feminine? You're not turning her off if that guy gets a little softer. Okay, Drake been the biggest rapper in the world for a long time now, and he loves lavender bath bombs and scented candles. Okay? Some of the most gangster rappers in the world wear dresses, rock man purses, get their fingernails painted, and these ladies love them. Okay? According to a study conducted by David Parrott of the University of St. Andrews, women prefer masculine men for short-term relationships, but healthy and feminine men for long-term relationships. Okay? This is because they perceive macho-looking men to be more likely to be unfaithful. Is there any truth to this, Jess?
I don't know.
Okay, never mind. I never turn her mic off. Matter of fact. Okay, no, this is just all right. Listen, I was called a butch queen yesterday. Okay, and a butch queen is a gay male who is neither overtly masculine nor overly feminine, but displays the mannerism of both genders. Other than the gay of it all, that was flattering. Drop on the clues bombs, okay?
You're a butch queen.
That's that divine masculine and divine feminine balance, okay? The masculine witnesses the universe. The feminine is the universe, all right? We all hold both of these universal yin and yang energies within us, regardless of biology. So, Diego, what you really did was probably bring this man and his fiance closer together, okay? All I know is that this is a Tyler Perry movie waiting to happen. All right? A man so obsessed with a woman that he tries to force her boyfriend to change genders. Tyler, you got to bring this to life, right? The only other plot twist that could make this more interesting is that Diego wasn't trying to force him to transition because he wanted his girlfriend. He was trying to force him to transition because he wanted those cheeks for himself. All right? Diego wanted to play a solo with his bandmate's penis, but he wanted to make some renovations first. All right? And the poor bandmate, he goes by the name of Six, caused him all types of confusions, thousands of dollars in medical bills. He's trying to figure out what's going on. He's growing titties and listening to Phoebe Bridgers records nonstop and doesn't know why. He said the physical changes with his hormones. He's having stomach ulcers, weight loss, muscle fatigue, mental changes. Can you imagine all of a sudden you can't grow no facial and body hair and your penis is shrinking and you don't know what the hell is happening? All because a man is hating? Please let Remy Ma give Diego the biggest hee-haw.
Hee-haw, hee-haw. You stupid motherfucker. You dumb.
That's a different level of hate.
You can't speak for every woman to be like, oh, they want some type of softness in these men today.
You're right.
Don't say that.
Okay, but some of them do.
All right.
You don't. You like a little softness.
Excuse me?
You like a little softness.
Where are you getting this from?
You act tough all you want. You sensitive.
I am sensitive.
Yes,
and
you are.
I am soft, but my man, nah. I don't like a look. No. I can be soft enough for both of us.
Y'all did a wheelbarrow photo shoot. Okay?
Listen.
You did a wheelbarrow photo shoot. All right? You did a wheelbarrow photo shoot. Okay? Only a man that can just, know when to be vulnerable.
But he wasn't on the ground. How about that?
He wasn't on the ground. He was.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
I was the wheelbarrow.
That's right. And just because you got a softer side don't mean you not a man. Like you can still fight and all that.
But your references was crazy, Leonard. You said, oh, it's some of the manliest rappers wear dresses. I wish my nigga would. There's no way.
Jesus
no.
Christ. Okay.
What?
All right. Well, thank you for that donkey of the day.
What's wrong with you?
Now, when we come back, let's open up the phone lines. 800-585-1051.
Yes.
The BBB has been attacking Charlamagne
the Big
last
Back
couple
Brigade,
days.
they've been on my head, and I don't understand why. I love the Big Back Brigade. I have no problem with the Big Back Brigade.
They don't like the term Big Back.
And you can't say that if you don't have a big back. I mean, I was called small ass back, and I was like, thank you. But I'm just saying, like, if you don't have a big back, you can't relate, so you cannot give them a name as
You're
such.
Right. I just want to know, is big back really offensive, yo? And if it is, then what else should we be using? Somebody called in this morning and said luxury back.
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
No, they didn't say luxury back. They just said luxury.
Yeah, they left the back out of it.
They like to be called luxury.
Oh, big women like to be called
luxury size.
Luxury size.
We're luxury size because we're bigger. So luxury size.
But luxury is expensive. It doesn't mean that doesn't have to mean big. It just
why
means
you can't
expensive.
say what's wrong with saying luxurious back? Then we say premium back. We like premium back.
I think that's kind of gasoline. Like I'm going premium. Like that's
premium. Don't just mean gas. Crazy.
But that's what I think about when I think of premium gas. And luxury don't mean big.
Extravagant
when you
back.
Big, you got gas a lot. So that would equal so many other things. So no, we just gonna leave premium where it's at.
You can't say extravagant. Extravagant is over the top. So
an
that's
extravagant
like
back.
Over the top back. You can't say that.
But that means a big fancy back.
Big fancy back.
Let's talk about it then.
All
is
right.
big back really offensive?
800-585-1051. And I was wondering, like, people was so upset about it.
I didn't really. Y'all told me that, but I didn't see it.
Right. I know y'all. You didn't see it. That's why you was scared to answer the phone yesterday.
No.
You didn't know who was calling you. Try to go to the playground with your kids. Oh, boy.
800-585-1051. What's a better way than
big back?
Big back.
Big back.
All right. And we would love to hear from women that are offended or men that are offended from being called big back.
Okay, we can talk about it. We can talk about it.
Oh my God.
And then, at the end, I'll tell you about a campaign I'm rolling out for the spring.
Yes.
Spring in the summer.
Rolling out.
Oh, my goodness. All right. We'll discuss. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Get wobble ready, Red.
Pull out your phone. Call in right now.
Call me.
Add your opinion to the Breakfast Club topic. Break it down. 800-585-1051. The Breakfast Club.
Steady calling my phone.
It's topic time. Call 800-585-1051 to join into the discussion with the Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, if you're just joining us, the BBB is very upset with Charlamagne.
The Big Back Brigade.
That's right, the Big Back Brigade.
Now, Jess, you told a story earlier this week. Well, that was last week. That wasn't even this week. That was like a whole week ago.
Yes. About Risa Tessa.
Yes.
The TikTok star.
You know she's going to be on Tamron Hall's show?
Absolutely. And congratulations to her because she should have never been done wrong because she is luxury sized.
Now, by the way, when Jess was telling the story, I didn't know, I didn't see this woman. I didn't know the size of this woman. I just said it sounded like big back behavior.
Yeah. But what does that sound like?
Whatever you was reporting. Just in my mind. That's what I thought at the time. I didn't put any real thought into it.
That's also just attest to the fact that, and I can attest to the fact that us small backs get cheated on as well. We get lied to, we get played because it's not even the trait of a luxury sized woman to believe what she wants to be, believe what she's told because she wants love so bad. That's some women, period. Yeah. But I guess it was a little thickness in her voice that made you assume that because everyone wants to know why. But either way.
It had nothing to do with her voice. You just told a story and that's what came to my mind. I'm like, yo, this is big back behavior.
And you were right because she was luxury sized.
And it wasn't anything personal towards her. I didn't even know what she looked like. I just said this sounded like big back behavior and I talked about big back belief.
Pretty. Okay. She's pretty, yeah. It's not even about how she looks.
Yes.
So you want to come up with a term to call BBBs?
Well, because people are saying that big back is offensive. So, people have been hitting me. Salute to my guy, Dre. He's our guy at 1035 The Beat in Miami. He says we should use high quality backs. All right? He said.
No, because I got a high quality back too, but it ain't big. Like, don't, excuse me, what are you talking about?
Another one of my homies hit me and said if gays can be broke back, then heavyset people can be big back. I'm just letting you know.
That broke back, I like that. That is so clever.
Somebody else called this morning and said luxurious back.
Luxurious.
Or they say luxury size.
Luxury size. She said take the back out of it.
So we can say extravagant back, premium back. When I look up other words for big, I don't like those. I don't like massive back, colossal back,
damn,
mammoth back,
whale,
enormous back,
dolphin.
You know what I'm saying?
It's given the biggest fish in the ocean.
Whale,
because big back don't necessarily mean fat either.
What do you think? You still thinking on it?
I'm trying to think of a word,
and it's hard.
That means big. Pause, but that's not offensive.
Yeah. I don't know if big back is offensive or if they just playing on social media.
No, but it's only not offensive because y'all aren't big people.
But what about large back? Because extra large back would be offensive.
Large back sound crazy.
A large
ain't that big.
Large is big.
Large, if I get a large hoodie, that's not a big hoodie.
That is.
If you say 3X, like Mack, who works up here, he wears he wears 5X. So that's disrespectful. But if Max was a large, you wouldn't say that's big.
Yeah, we got the president of the Fat Lives Matter committee. Let's take some calls, but then let's hit the wobble, hit wobble red, so Mac can walk in.
What about medium plus? Medium plus back.
Okay.
Just medium plus. I think it's the back because you're labeling something. You're putting a
But big back don't just mean fat. There's plenty of diesel people that got big backs.
Oh, diesel back. Oh no!
You gotta have muscles.
You gotta have muscles. Hello, who's this?
Hey, it's Devon from Jersey. What's up, DJ MV?
What's up, Devon? Talk to us, brother. What's your thoughts, bro?
Good morning, Jess. Good morning, Sean.
Good morning.
Everybody need to get off Charlamagne. It's always something. You call somebody big bone, it's something. If you call somebody thick, it's something. You know what I mean? When I was growing up, they used to call me slim. What I did, started drinking my protein shake, got in the gym, and got right. So this might motivate a lot of people that are big back to get in the gym.
He was scared to say
By the way, he just brings up a good point. If people can be big boned, What's wrong with being big back?
Because some things can't change. Like, they call you short stuff. They call you raccoon eyes, wide body. They call you fat ass.
I never heard none of these
trading
things.
faces. They call you sassy. They call you thickums.
I never heard none of these things.
What?
I've never heard any of this either.
They call you gay, but it doesn't affect you that way.
I've never heard any of these things.
Raccoon eyes.
This has never happened.
Not no more.
Not no more, exactly. This doesn't happen.
But
what about thick back? Because people don't mind being called thick.
Oh, thick.
Thick back.
Yes.
Or thick 'em back.
No, come on, thick 'em. Now they sound hungry.
Yeah, thick 'em back sound like a sexual act. Like,
but I'm a thick back.
That sound like me. I'm a thick 'em back.
Thick 'em back.
Take another call.
All right. Well, let's go to. Hello, who's this? Hello.
Hi, this is Angela. Good morning.
Good morning, Angela.
What's up, Angela? How are you this morning?
I'm doing good. What's up, Breakfast Club?
We're trying to come up with a name that's not as offensive as Big Back.
Now, are you speaking from experience? Or are you representing the Big Back community?
Yeah, I'm definitely coming from one of the big backs. I'm definitely one of them. A little bit. I'm the mid big back.
Mid big back. Oh, I like that. I like that.
Mid big back. Mid is mid.
Don't ever call my back mid. No.
You know what? I get calls. I be answering calls. They be like, "What's up, big back?" I'm like, "What?" It's all jokes and games. Cause I be like, "Aren't you Big Back Mountain?" Like everybody got big backs around here. If it ain't Arce.
Where you from?
I'm from Ohio.
Okay.
So what name would make you feel comfortable other than Big Back?
Nothing really, because I'm the only one that can work on my big back, right? So
that's right. I love that accountability.
They need to just work on it, but if they can't take that little joke, then I don't know what to say.
And that's what I'm saying. Like we've been calling each other Big Back for the last couple of years. We've been telling people unbig day back because spring and summer coming. Like I thought it was like a term of endearment amongst us as people.
What?
It's not insulting. I ain't
what
saying,
up, shorty? What up, Big Back? Like,
yeah, that's how we black people are. We use descriptors.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I get it.
That's what we say.
I don't think Big Back is sexy. If somebody say, "Hey, Big Back," I'm gonna be like, "Hey,
I'm bringing sexy Big Back." Hold on, let me
like
see.
No.
I'm bringing Big Back back.
Sexy
No,
Big Back.
No.
I'm bringing Big Back back.
No.
You can do that. I'm bringing Big Back back.
I'm bring Big Back
sexy back. Can you be Big Sexy Back? What if I say Big Sexy Back?
Oh no! First of all,
Big Sexy Back.
Big Sexy is somebody named though, so no.
Who's Big Sexy?
Big Sexy. I have a friend named Big Sexy Official on Instagram. That's my friend. No, don't take his name.
You know, he had problems in his relationship. I tried to help him out in his relationship.
You try to help Big Sexy out in his relationship?
I did. He got into he was working himself up. He almost had a heart attack.
Oh,
I'll tell you about it later.
Too big. How much you weigh? Clearly.
First of all,
he got a big back.
How much you weigh? No. Oh, that's the one you posted the other day?
That is, yes. Don't play with him.
That's
the Big Sexy.
Yeah. But anyway,
ain't he coming up here or something?
Yeah, I would love for him to come up here. Yes.
Am I confusing people?
No.
That's the one with the dye in his hair?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the homie.
That's the one that was dancing the other day?
Yes.
Oh,
my friend.
To you, Big Sexy Back.
Yeah. But anyway, 800-585-1051. But I think Big Sexy Back is like,
I like Big Sexy Back
because it's
because when you add the sexy to it, it like offsets the big.
There you go.
I ain't just calling you Big Back. Yeah,
Big sexy back. Okay, because I'm thinking about Big Shirley when you say that.
Yeah,
Big Sexy.
But if
back.
you say Big Sexy Shirley,
and don't act like brothers don't like Big Back. The Big Back Brigade. Big Back Brigade getting all types of people, and the Big Back Brigade ain't just women. We about to bring in one of the biggest backs you've seen on the East Coast in a little bit.
But see, it's not only the back with that.
Big Mac.
Bring Big Mac in.
Bring him in for next break.
585-1051.
Big Mac like a wall. He's like a wall. Yo.
We'll talk about it. It's the Breakfast Club.
If y'all talking about it, you know we talking about it. It's topic time. Call 800-585-1051 to join into the discussion with the Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. If you're just joining us, the BBB has been on Charlamagne's ass.
The Big Back Brigade.
Yes, and she is upset. People are upset and offended that you have been
I don't think
that.
No, they're not. This is just something that people talking about on social media for no reason. It's not that serious.
Before we go to our resident Big Back, we got Kentrisha on
First
the
of
line.
all, this is the president of the Fat Lives Matter Committee. Don't disrespect him.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
We have Kentrisha on the line. Kentrisha, good morning.
Jesus Christ, Kentrisha. You sound like a biscuit behemoth.
Oh,
hey,
my God.
Kentrisha.
Bohemian.
What if she hang up?
Good morning. How are you, Queen?
I'm good, and it's Kentranisha.
Oh, Kentranisha. I'm sorry.
That's better.
Are you calling on behalf of the Big Back Brigade? Or are you just...
No, that is correct. I'm calling about the big bag. So I just want to say that I'm speaking from the confidence side of the big bags, and I just want to say that my level of confidence is not determined by the size of my bag. My ability to be loved strictly comes from my self-assurance, and my qualities do not decrease because somebody want to put out that bags truly are not loved when we are. I am conceited, and a low-life opinion does not truly make that statement for me. So, a part of the big bag community, I want to give a sandwich to all my big bags because we are.
She says, "Want to give a sandwich?"
I would say.
Now, what about big sexy back? How you like big sexy back?
I feel like the big bag should not even enter the chat. Why can't we just be called by our name? Big bag is not it. It's not it. We ain't got to even say the big bag. Why can't we just be beautiful? Why can't we just be sexy without the big bag?
What about Jelly Juggernaut?
What?
Juggernaut is crazy. Juggernaut is crazy. I'm sorry, Kentranisha. I'm sorry about that.
Thank you, Kentranisha. We appreciate you.
Bye.
All right. Now we can talk to our the biggest of biggest back.
Our giggly Goliath.
Voila. Yeah, go ahead. Voila.
First off,
talk to us.
First off, you guys do know it's kind of like the N-word. You know, you can't say it unless you're part of the community.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are not part of the Fat Lives Matter community at all. You don't represent it. You used to be, and then you got the mental health thing. So, at one point you were. You was a couple of Happy Meals away from
He was
us.
wide body.
Oh, no, you're right. I was about 200.
Wide body.
He was right there with
Thickums,
us.
yeah.
But I don't have a problem with big backs at all. I've been called a lot of different things, and I took it as like in Atlanta, some gay dude called me Big Chops.
Ooh, I like that. That's sexy though.
And it was fire because it sounded like pork chops. So it's two different things. You know what I mean? It's a sexual innuendo and it's a food innuendo. It was double two. And I was called by another gay dude Thickums.
Really?
Very Thickums. And I like that because every part of my body is a Thickums.
You don't like big sexy back? You don't?
The BSB, I'm not mad at that. You know, it's shorter. You know what I mean? And all the rolls and folds are sexy, just so you know that. And it keeps you warm. So I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
Let's go to the phones.
Hello, who's this?
Hello.
Hey, Ren. Good morning.
Good morning.
Now, big back. Do you find
Damn.
Do you find it? No.
Are you part? First of all, you're so rude. Are you part of the big back community, man?
Okay, Charlamagne. First of all, let's see as this. If a white person called you, how would you feel?
See, come on now, talk to him. Talk to him.
Y'all not equating big back to the N-word. Cut it out now.
Look at you as a white person calling.
You really gonna equate big back to the N-word, man?
Listen. It's offensive. That's the point.
Yeah.
Okay, you taking big people as a joke.
Talk to him.
I am not. And by the way,
you're not.
I can't unnig myself. You can unbig your back.
Okay, Charlamagne. I'm at the gym right now. Actually,
there you go.
I've been on the gym for 3 months.
There you go.
And my back's still big.
Listen,
so,
wait, ma'am.
sorry.
Don't do. Listen, do not lie to them. You were at Jimmy John's, okay?
Stop
Live
doing
your
that.
truth.
We are there you go, Charlamagne. There you go. There you go.
This is the president of Fat Lives Matter community.
Stop it. This is Mack in here.
Listen.
Tell him.
I believe you in the gym.
You ain't in the gym.
What you doing in the gym, though?
You don't believe I'm in the gym? Listen, go to my Instagram, Philly_Weaver. You'll see I'm in the gym every single day. Now, my back's still big, but my waist is getting smaller.
There you go.
It's proportions.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, listen. How dare you tell her to where she
Live
at just
your
because that's where
truth.
you would. No, shut up.
Live your truth.
So you're in the gym right now. 3 months. Listen, 3 months is not going to cut it. Listen, you have to stay in the gym. Keep that consistency up. And listen, you let the person talk to you who won't even jog past the gym.
Yeah.
So we not even worrying about that. You can't tell her where she at.
First off, I definitely have drawn past I've definitely drawn past the gym before. Because there's a McDonald's next to the Planet Fitness by my house.
By the way, this is why I call him Lil Wildin' Out, ma'am. So listen, he always think he on that stage. But no, keep it consistent. Just see where you at in 3 more months. And then 3 more months after that. Stay in the gym for like a year. Girl, yes. Trust me. It's going to pay off.
And I said earlier, just because you got a big back don't mean you fat. That's why I don't understand why people just assume it means fat. You in the gym, you got a small waist, big back. Like big back is a sign of strength.
You gotta hold up this body.
What you say? They're trying to clean it up. That didn't sound like a good clean.
Lord, but see, Charlamagne, just be a little bit easy on plus size people because not everyone has the body can form so easily.
I
agree. Skinny.
Now, Ren, are you changing your diet?
I am.
Good, and I respect you because you didn't go the easy way out. You didn't Ozempic it out.
I know, and I had the chance to because actually obesity is now an illness. You can get surgery.
Yeah.
Some insurances pay for the surgery, but I'd rather work for it.
There you go,
That's right. But if you want to be an Ozempic gold medalist, I'm not mad at that either.
Lord, bye, Charlamagne. I love you guys.
We love you too.
Babe.
We love all of our Big Back Brigade. We
Oh,
love
my
all of our Big Back listeners because I don't know why even people thought I was being insulting. It's not like I said, look at her with her big back. No. Jess told a story, and I said that sounds like big back behavior.
Somebody just texted me high resolution back.
High resolution
the
back.
hell? That is way too logical.
That's a lot of pictures.
I'm gonna come
That
up
is
with
a
cute.
lot
I'm gonna come
high.
up with cute names.
But you do got to go through rehab, though. You do have yeah, absolutely. Every time I walk in the room, I hear beep, beep.
Who does that?
You. Every
No,
time.
that's not true. I do that
Every
when
time.
I do that when you back out the room.
No, yeah, when I have to pause and I walk in, it's dum dum.
And you see how
No, I
he's
say wobble
turning
baby, wobble
you
baby.
into a monster because you just told that lady that she was at
No,
Jimmy John's.
I was
That
telling her to live
very
her truth.
offensive.
Listen, if you're part of the gut gang, just be part of the gut gang.
No.
Be proud of it. Damn it.
No. What you're saying is lay down and eat forever, and you don't have
I
to
didn't
lose
say
weight.
lay down.
What do you mean?
I'm
Be a
saying-
part of the gut gang.
No, I'm saying be part of. If you be proud of who you are, damn it. God gave us all this body because it had to hold all this
God
personality.
did not give you all of that. That is not how you got
telling
here.
me God didn't set the price for the 4 for 4?
You were born. No, he didn't.
Are you telling me? No, listen. God gave you the. Okay, well, how are your knees doing?
Ooh.
Strong enough to hold all this body still, clearly. That's right.
This is
I got to
Mack.
stand in line to get my food. And I didn't tell
it
her.
always comes back to food because you play to hide the fact that it's hurting your knees.
It doesn't hurt. What I'm saying is that there could be a balance. If she's going to the gym, great. She gonna work them calories off so she can have that steak later. So she can have the Jimmy John's.
Why is it going back to food?
Well, if it's all about food, that's what I'm gonna start using. I'm gonna start calling people my buddy brownie. Okay, my friend fudge, my
Fire.
companion cookie,
Fire.
my sis souffle.
My companion cookie.
Companion cookies fire.
Yes, companion cookie.
What's the moral of the story, guys?
The moral of the story is spring and summertime is coming around the corner, so I think that we need to create some type of program to help people unbig their back. So what I want to do is I'm going to buy a bunch of gift cards. I don't know what gym sells gift cards, but I'm going to go to one of these gyms and I'm going to buy a whole bunch of gift cards. I don't know if it's Planet Fitness, 24-Hour Fitness, one of these people. Maybe somebody in sales can help me, and we're going to get a bunch of gift cards and just give them out to our big back listeners.
Because
to
you
help them
can unbig your back.
You can unbig your back.
You can't unnig the nigger, but you can unbig your back. Even you.
Mack. Well, I've been telling Mack that for years. I've been telling Mack that for years. I would pay for whatever surgery Mack can get. Okay, I would.
No,
pay.
that's a couple. Come on.
Listen,
don't say all that right
y'all
now.
need to go to the same counselor.
Salute to all
My
our
name is
our
Charlamagne the God,
skinny
and I'm
listeners.
the weightest.
I am not.
Salute to all our big back listeners. Salute to all our listeners. We
Salute to the
appreciate
Big Back Brigade. We love you, y'all.
Oh my goodness.
Shout out to all the sleep apnea gang out there. We out there.
All our companion cookies, our sister souffles, our brother brownies. We appreciate you.
Jess, we got Jess With The Mess coming up.
Yes, we do. King Harris responded to Drewski's Breakfast Club interview. See what you started.
No.
Oh my God, yes.
News is real. News is real. Jess Hilarious, Jess Moore. Jess don't do no lying.
Jess is gonna bring you numbers.
Jess With The Mess. I news is real.
On The Breakfast Club.
I know they know the difference. Keep it a stack.
And because you wanted to talk about big backs and all that stuff, I only have 3 minutes to report the last hour's news. So let's get right into it. King Harris responded to Drewski's Breakfast Club interview. So he shared a video on Instagram addressing what Drewski said about him during his recent interview with us. Play number one.
Who you more scared of?
You said, who am I more scared of?
Birdman or King?
What? Who?
King, T.I.'s son.
Oh, come on, man. That nigga King Harris.
Ooh, you standing on business.
What we talking about, man? Come on, man.
King said
You talking about
created
King
the term standing on
T.I.P.
business.
son?
Yes.
He said he pulling up on you.
Nah, he did pull up on me at the video shoot. We had too much security out there, though.
He
He
did
did.
so?
Nah, he did pull up on me. Yeah, he did.
To
He
the
did.
standing on business.
Yeah, he
leadership?
tried to do like a
Oh my God.
I do a stare off. Got out his car and just stood on kind of like the top of the car like that and just. I said, man,
The car name was business.
all right. He don't know about standing on no business, man. And y'all know that. Y'all stop playing, man.
I think King will make it hard for you in Atlanta.
Come on. Nah. I with King Harris though. He cool.
You can't say that and then say, nah, I mess with him. He cool. Like, he is a kid. This is the same kid that tried to jump in his father's face and tell him that he's hood. Mm-hmm. Like, and they his parents and they know him. So he's not going to take this lightly because this is what he had to say.
Hey, Drewski, you and your cholesterols need to calm the down. You and the wide body Hellcat hips need to calm the down. I can't believe this just tried to call me in the interview. And I just seen him a couple weeks ago. We seen you run from a We seen you run from Birdman. We ain't seen you. I ain't never ran from nobody. It look like you got a and you walk with a strap. You got your dad legs and your mama body. You hear me? You built like a punch buggy. You tried to... Just seen you. You just called me the king of standing on business. You was just riding, called me the new king standing on business. Then you gonna go to these people platform and tell them a whole bunch of lies.
He said also in the caption, and what the hell I look like standing on my luxury ass car? That is cap.
Now, and I would also like to say, what? Even though I think they're playing, that was fat shaming. Right?
That was fat shaming.
Because if it's fat shaming when I say big back, he caught him at wide body Hellcat hips.
But on the positive side of this, Drewski did unbig his back a lot because he was a lot bigger when he came up here last time, and I wasn't here.
But he called him a vagina, so they were just going back and forth.
He did.
I think they playing.
They are.
I thought Drewski was playing when he was here.
Yeah.
And I think that King is playing now.
Yeah.
But those are some good jokes, King.
It was.
Fantastic joke. Drop one of Clues bombs for King's joke telling ability.
He thought about it before he went live with that one.
Yeah.
You might need to join your daddy on stage and do some stand-up.
And it may be some truth to that because King deleted the post. So, you know.
Hey, they just playing.
Yeah, maybe so. You can't say they just playing.
But those are some hurtful playing jokes because they're going to stick with it.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody claim they playing these days, but there's some hurtful jokes going on around here. So you better watch your head in these streets, Charlamagne. They just playing. But we'll see. So that's Jess with the Mess for this hour.
And can I say that tickets for the second annual Black Effect Podcast Festival, they go on sale at noon. Okay, so make sure y'all go to Eventbrite, go to blackeffect.com/podcast festival because on Saturday, April 27th, we will be in Atlanta. We got Carefully Reckless hosted by Jess Hilarious. We got Wallow and Gilly. We got Horrible Decisions. We got Deeply Well with Debbie Brown. We got the Poor Minds podcast. We got Baller Alert. We got Black Tech Green Money.
Shout out to Baller Alert.
It's happening Saturday, April 27th in Atlanta at Pullman Yard. So tickets go on sale at noon. So go to Eventbrite at noon or blackeffect.com/podcast festival to get your tickets. Last year sold out. So, you know, we expect the same this year.
And it is hosted by my girl Pretty V and my guy BDot.
That's right. That's right. Dropping the Clues bombs with BDot and Pretty V. That's right.
Louis V DJing too, right?
Louis V is DJing.
Shout out to Louis V. Shout out to Louis V.
That's what's up.
Yes.
All right. Well, the People's Choice Mix is up next. Let's go.
You're checking out The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the God. Now, it's Black History Month.
That's right. It is Black History Month. Salute to my guy, BDot. He puts out a podcast every day during Black History Month called I Didn't Know, Maybe You Didn't Either. And today he's talking to you about EEE Ward Moving and Storage, recognized as the oldest operated black-owned business in the U.S. Take it away, BDot.
On today's episode of I Didn't Know, Maybe You Didn't Either, I would like to echo the sentiments. Support black business. I've been saying this a lot this February, and I'm sure I'll be saying it again in June for Juneteenth. But do you know what the first black-owned business was? Because I did. EE Ward Moving and Storage is recognized by the U.S. Department of Commerce as the oldest continuously operating black-owned business in the United States. It was founded in 1881 by William Ward and John T. Ward. See, in the 1830s, John T. Ward moved to Columbus. And while he was there, he serviced one of the travel points or the mile marker points of the Underground Railroad. He would stuff as many black folk as he could in his wagon, and very inconspicuously, he would travel for a half day or maybe even a full day, just getting them black folks as close to up north as they could so they could get to freedom. See, John T. Ward, he had the horses and the wagons. And William Ward, he was a former foreman and a supervisor of the Union Transfer and Storage Company of Columbus. So after the Civil War, John T. Ward, he got government contracts so he could haul ammunition and supplies and equipment for the Army. So what'd he do? He finessed it. In 1881, around that time, and he was using the freight wagons to carry the supplies for the war, he simultaneously was starting E.E. Ward Moving and Storage in Columbus. See, in 1881, it was Ward Transfer Line. Then it was later called Ward Storage and Transfer Company. But by 1899, it became E.E. Ward Moving and Storage Company. That was after John T. Ward's grandson, Edgar Earl, took over the business. Edgar Earl. God almighty. Yeah, you got to roll with E.E. Ward on that one. But now E.E. Ward is a nationally recognized leader in transportation and relocation. It was operated by the Ward family from 1881 to 2001, but now it's owned by Brian and Dominique Brooks. But they did more than expand the business. When the Brooks family took over, E.E. Ward had 5 employees. Now, they got between 75 and 100. You seen them big trucks with the blue backgrounds and the white letters that say North America? That's E.E. Ward now. They got 2 locations, too. They still got their headquarters in Columbus, Ohio, and they also got a branch in where I stay, Charlotte, North Carolina. And I didn't know. Maybe you didn't either.
All right, well, salute to BDot.
And that's right. Make sure you come check out my guy BDot Saturday, April 27th in Atlanta, Georgia. He's hosting the 2nd annual Black Effect Podcast Festival. Him and Pretty V. We got live podcasts from Jess Hilarious with Carefully Reckless. Wallow and Gilly will be there. Horrible Decisions will be there. Deeply Well with Debbie Brown. We got the Poor Minds podcast. We got Black Tech, Green Money, and the Baller Alert show. They'll all be on that stage. Plus, we got panels in the Black Effect Marketplace. Louis V is DJ. And you was there last year. It was sold out. We doing it in the same place, Pullman Yards in Atlanta. Tickets go on sale at noon today. So go to eventbrite.com or blackeffect.com/podcast festival to get your tickets.
All right. When we come back, we got the positive notice to Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, salute to Dr. Phil for joining us this morning.
That's right. Make sure you go pick up Dr. Phil's new book called...
It's called We've Got Issues, How You Can Stand Strong for America's Soul and Sanity.
Yes. It's out right now.
Yes. So salute to Dr. Phil. All right. Well, it's time to get up out of here. You got a positive note?
Oh, Jess, you still doing your party Sunday?
I don't know. I'm
Saturdays.
so scared. I'm terrified. But we're going to have extra security there. But yes, Saturday, March 2nd, make sure CIAA weekend, y'all all come to my party. Tickets are still available. Not many tables left. 2455 House Street at the Baltimore Peninsula. I turn 32 February 13th. Everybody's like, oh my gosh, she's a Pisces. I knew it. No, I'm not. But I like to give my parties in Pisces season because y'all party too. So make sure y'all come out Saturday from 8 to 12. It's going to be a big bang theory. I will say big bang.
A big bag what?
It's going to be a big bang, y'all.
All big bags free before 11.
Big bag reunion. All right. Well, leave us on a positive note.
Listen, man, salute to my guy Tony Gaskins, man. Tony Gaskins always says people hate you for 1 of 3 reasons. Number 1, they hate themselves. Number 2, they want to be you. Number 3, they see you as a threat. When you love yourself, you are incapable of hating anyone, no matter what they've done. Always remember that. Did that approve? Do you approve of that, Jeff?
I do, because Tony Gaskins said it. So good.
Breakfast Club, bitches! Y'all finished or y'all done?